sticks through your head. I'm not a hypomaniac, an anthropomaniac, or a guilty Mxyzptlk. Oh, snap. I said it, didn't I?
When it comes to DC's strongest characters, you're probably thinking like Superman, the Anti-Monitor, Persephone, the One Be All, Darkseid, etc. One character that gets often overlooked is Mr. Mxyzptlk. I'm going to refer to him as Mr. M for the rest of the video because that is a hard name to pronounce without messing up several times. Mr. M first debuted in Superman number 30 in 1944. In his debut comic, he uses his reality warping powers to cause trouble in the city of Metropolis. This eventually gets the attention of Superman. Unfortunately for the Man of Steel, he's unable to beat him. Eventually, Superman asks him why he came to Metropolis. Mr. M tells Superman that he's an imp from the 5th dimension and he does have one weakness. Superman asks what is that weakness, and Mr. M just laughs him off and accidentally said his name backwards, which teleports him back to the 5th dimension. But ever since then, he's been causing chaos for the Man of Steel, but not in the same range like Darkseid or Lex Luthor. Now, compared to the other villains, he's kind of harmless. But there is a storyline where he does destroy the entire DC universe. That storyline being Superman Batman, World's Funniest. This story begins with Superman and Batman already taking down the Joker and Lex Luthor. But then out of nowhere, some mannequins start attacking them, but Superman and Batman easily defeat them. Seconds later, Batman pops in and takes the credit for this. But it was actually Mr. M who actually moved the mannequins. The two imps begin to fight and Batman tries to break up the fight, but gets accidentally killed. Batman begins to cry and blame Mr. M for this, and so he kills Superman with a mini red sun. Mr. M sees that, so he kills the boy Wonder. He also reveals to the world that Superman was actually a mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent, which Lois Lane does not believe because she thought that Superman was actually Bruce Wayne. Mr. M continues his killing spree by killing Perry White and Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. In heaven, Perry meets with Caesar's ghost. Batwoman, Batgirl, Ace the Bat-Hound, and Supergirl arrive on the scene and they cry about their fallen comrades. But Mr. M does not like the crying, so he suffocates the gals with a kryptonite tissue. And then out of nowhere, the Super Pets start attacking Mr. M. So Mr. M gives the Super Pets some fleas. The Joker and Lex Luthor begins to laugh as their nemesis are finally dead. And so Mr. M gives Lex Luthor some hair, which begins to strangle him and the Joker. And finally, the Justice League arrived on the scene. And of course, the Justice League is no match for Mr. M. Heck, the only one who survives this was Aquaman. With all the heroes dead, Mr. M finally begins to attack Bat-Mite. And Bat-Mite tries to make Mr. M say his name backwards so he can go back to the 5th dimension. But that fails, and so Mr. M and Batman are chasing each other around the world. And of course, they destroy the iconic places like Themyscira and Atlantis. Eventually, Mr. M and Bat-Mite grow too big for the Earth themselves, and finally the Spectre appeared. The Spectre tries to stop this nonsense, only for Mr. M to bonk him. Mr. M and Batman continue their fight, which results the universe being destroyed. So they begin to travel to different universes in the DC multiverse, and y'all probably guessed it, Mr. M destroys these universes. Batman tries to trick Mr. M again to say his name backwards, and so Mr. M actually goes back to the 5th dimension so he can destroy it. And with that out of the way, the chase begins again, and they travel to Apocalypse. And if you've been following along, he of course destroys Apocalypse, but not Darkseid, as Darkseid cannot be killed. Mr. M feels bad about destroying Darkseid's home, so he gives Darkseid the anti-life equation, which is him plus Bat-Mite equals no life. As the comic continues, they travel to different universes like the DC anime universe, the Super Friend cartoon, Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, Kingdom Comes, etc, etc. And after they finally destroy the entire DC multiverse, they just laugh it off. In the end, it's revealed that they do this every Tuesday. And that was Batman Superman World Funniest. As you can see, Mr. M can actually destroy the entire multiverse if he wanted to. But he doesn't, cause where's the fun in that? That being said, let me know in the comments below what you think about this storyline, and I'll see you guys next time.